Okay, good afternoon. We are on the ground here at St Mary's, Land's End. Sorry, we're not at St Mary's, we're at Land's End. St Mary's is where we're going to, so Land's End Airport, edge of England, and we're going to be flying to St Mary's on the Isles of Scilly, which is around about a 20-minute flight. We're in the Twin Otter. So if you don't know much about the Twin Otter, then it's not available anymore. It was a release by Aerosoft. It did get slated at the start because it was a pretty poor release. It's quite a fun aircraft to fly. It is, we believe, it is going to be in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. So we'll see what happens with that. Just trying to sort out my chat. Give me a second. Okay, good to go. So we believe it's coming to Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. They removed it from sale, and that's the that was speculated to be the reason why. That was quite a while ago. Things may have changed. Announcements may have happened. I'm not sure of. It's been a while since I've actually been on Flight Sim, so it's good to pop back in, especially with the Twin Otter. Things will be a little bit higgledy-piggledy with this because it's not an aircraft I'm used to, having not flown it for such a long time. But quite a short flight over to St Mary's, and we might do the return flight as well, depending on the time. So let's get inside. The route's all loaded up. All I'm going to do now, I'm just going to head to the back. Oh, let's get these lights on. I thought I had done, but there we go. Lights on. Get the door closed if I can find it. There it is. That guy working on the engine there. I will say as well, we are at Super Spuds, Land's End Airport. I deleted the default Asobo one and used the Super Spuds here instead. So we're inside a hangar currently, as you can see. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to start up and taxi straight out of there. There's absolutely no traffic in the area. We are on VATSIM, but no traffic here. So I won't do any call-outs at this stage. Okay, we're going to be taking off on runway 25, I believe. Let's have a little look. Oh, runway 20, okay. No, we won't be taking off runway 20 because it's a grass runway. We're going to use 16 instead. So we'll taxi out towards 25 and make our way that way. So start up then, beacon on. To start with, let's just check that's everything's right there and on. There we go. Position lights and recognition lights should be on. Anti-collision even. Okay, forward boost. There she is. And engine starter. And fuel on. There she goes. She's away. Aft fuel on. Aft boost even. Okay, we'll leave that bottom of both and Starter left. Hey Nightwolf, how's it going? Yeah, I'm good, mate. Been very busy at home. Personal life getting in the way of streaming as usual. But I'm good, thank you. How are you? Okay, there we go. Fuel lights, fuel levers on. We're going, and there's the power up. Get these taxi lights on. Thank you, mate. Hopefully I'll get a chance to stream a bit more. We'll see how things go. I am due to go away in September as well, so perfectly timed it there, I guess. Okay, auto feather armed. Doesn't do anything, but we'll pretend it does. I can't seem to arm nav at the moment. Maybe I have to do that when I'm in the air. Okay, rudder trim to 10. There it is for takeoff. There we go. Flaps to takeoff as well. Do that now. And pitot heat on as well. Where is it? If I can find it. Pitot heat. There she is. Okay, so all we've got to do for takeoff now is lights, strobes and landing lights. Go then. It's very windy here at Land's End. If you're not aware at the moment, the wind in the UK, southwest of the UK, is reaching 24 knots at both the airports we're at and going to, so at Land's End and at St Mary's. We're down to take off on a grass runway. We're going to change that and make sure it's a concrete runway. Taxi out through here. This is Super Spuds Airport, as I say, great detail added to what is a very basic airport anyway, but Asobo made it even more basic and tried to say it was one of their handcrafted airports. But Super Spud came and sorted that out as usual, like he normally does. Okay, so we're heading to... We're going to go runway 25, sorry, we're here anyway, so we'll go for 25. So here it is, this is runway 25. Let's just get the heading in and set 125 there anyway. Guessing that's heading on, it should be. But who knows, we'll find out. Okay, we'll see if they do anything. If not, we'll just fly it manually. As I say, this aircraft has been removed from sale, so it's not been being updated for a long time. Let's get the lights on. Is that on? Yeah, it must be. Lights on there and strobe as well. Let's just have a little look outside. Lights, lights. Not sure where the strobe is, but she's on. Hi Arya, how's it going? Okay, taxi onto the runway then. Land's End Airport traffic. Salonia 24 Tango. Taxi onto runway 25 for departure to the east. Land's End traffic. That's not right, it's departure to the west. Land's End traffic, Salonia 24 Tango, onto runway 25 for departure west. Land's End traffic. Oh, it's been a while, right, let's get on there. Okay, as I say, a lot of wind here at Land's End. So we'll do a wind check just before we take off. We're on the runway now, there's absolutely no traffic in the area here. So wind check then. Wind is 27 knots, coming from 190. A little bit of a crosswind there for us, taking off 250. Okay, here we go, let's see if this thing works then. And off we go. Oh, there's the wind straight away, hitting that tail. Oh my god. Nearly flipped the aircraft with that wind. That was one of the issues with this thing. Okay, heading mode active for now. Fighting the wind, and we'll go to nav. Heading mode off, onto nav. Off the west of the UK there, Land's End going behind us. Flaps up. And we're going to climb up to 10,000. I can tell you now already we're not on the track here. At all. So nav doesn't want to work by the looks of things. That's okay, we can make it work. We'll see how it climbs. So we are coming around in a big circle here at the moment, right over Land's End. That's okay, we'll keep this going to climb. Generator should have been on, I think. Sort of left bank. Okay, let's take nav off. Go for heading mode. At least heading mode works. So that's okay, we'll come back around with that. Altitude 4,000 currently. Just over the haze there. See if that picks back up. It's not having it, okay. Nav doesn't seem to work. So that's okay. We expected issues. Doesn't to want to display the flight plan on there either, so there must be an issue for that. Let's go direct to land low, hit nav, see if it can do it. So direct 2's working at least. Then that should hopefully pick us up from there. Must have been an issue to start with. That's alright. I'm going to blame the flight plan rather than the aircraft, so hopefully it was my fault and not the aircraft's fault. Let's say this should be a 20-minute flight roughly. We're going up to 10,000, we're going to maintain 10,000 there. Knock back slightly on the power. RPM back a bit as well. And we are on our way to Lanlow, which is the first checkpoint, waypoint even. Hey Vortex, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. No, I've not got the Caribou. Not my kind of aircraft, unfortunately. Just get these landing lights off, and we'll take the taxi light off as well. If you're wondering whether it's doable, there's a few things you should look for. Oh, thanks, Vortex. I don't know about that. There's a few things you should look for in a VATSIMable aircraft. First of all, is can it follow the flight plan? Yes, it needs to be. This is struggling at the moment, but I think that's the way the flight plan got entered. Can it go direct to? So what I did there was I hit the direct to button and went to Lanlow. Can it fly a heading? Which obviously this aircraft can fly a heading. Can it use radios, and can it use squawk as well at the bottom there? If the answer is yes to all of those, then you probably can fly it. The next one is if you're going to fly instruments, you need to be at land ILS as well. No, I've not flown that either. This is the smallest aircraft I would fly normally. Normally I'm flying airliners or bigger. I'm not a big fan of general aviation. Okay, let's have a little look for Lanlow. So we need to be 1500 there. So let's go down to 5,000 now. 10,000 is a bit ambitious. I remember how to do this. way too much. We're doing. We need to descend. Yeah, we'll have a little look. So this is the Twin Otter in here. It's okay. You can open the back door, that's about all of it. These signs show up, windows are there, etc. You can look out very nicely. Very basic cabin. Better than some aircraft though, I'll give them that. Right, how do I descend again? Completely forgot. Yeah, I believe it is crammed in real life as well though. So I know this is the out hold button. No, we don't want 5000 DS. Wow. Am I gonna have to descend manually? That's annoying. Last time I used it, altitude was working. As I say, this aircraft isn't available anymore. There we go. Not sure. Just needed a few clicks. We are now descending. Finally. Yeah, it is a little cramped aircraft. I believe 16 is a total. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Okay, 19 total passengers you can have. Okay, so we are descending there. Now, the approach is NDB approach, so it'll bring us into line with the runway heading, and then we basically have to fly manually down from there. We're going to St Mary's, which is on the Isles of Scilly. I do have a live studio actually I can bring up. Let's just get that up. There it is. Hello Kimmy, how's it going? Yes, I have VATSIM with fighters. I've used CJ simulations, Eurofighter Typhoon to VATSIM. Let's get down to 1,500. The only constraints you sort of have is let's see if it keeps descending. It should do. Yes, it does. Excellent. We never put the lights back on. Do that now. Okay, that's fine. The only constraints you sort of have with fighters is you just can't do interceptions and things like that. Otherwise, you're okay. As long as you're just flying around and not long as you're just flying around and not causing trouble for other people in a jet fighter, it's absolutely fine. There's no issues there. Okay, so you might see a lighthouse there. The wipers, that's a good question. Let's have a look. Yes, they do. Flaps, we're going to need them. Might have to go around with this a few times, but we're basically going to approach, see what happens. As I say, wind is hitting around 24 knots. Let's do a wind check for Isles of Scilly. 21 knots here on St. Mary's. Nose is coming up a bit there, flaring. Okay, she should be ahead. No visual yet. And our current heading. Fighting the wind, unfortunately, so the airport and the runway is actually there. That might be it there that we can see. Yeah, so this should put us on it, but because of the wind, we're really fighting it right now. Check fuel, we'll probably go back on this. Fuel quantity is fine, not really touched it at all. Nice one, are you? Thank you very much. So on a go round, you'd be looking at if an aircraft pulls in front of you, if the, especially on VATSIM as well, if the tower controller's not tower controller's not timed it correctly, or the approach controller. Okay, that is the airport and the runway we want to land on there. As you can see, we're fighting the wind heavily there. We're going to come down a little bit more here. Planning to autopilot off. Gonna take it in manually then. We are going to go back to St. Mary's as well, on the western coast of England, so I'll set that up after. Just need to get this right here. Thank you very much for that sub, are you? Appreciate it. Flaps full. Coming in a bit fast. And high, but I want to watch those rocks. The wind is hell. This does have reverse thrust. Do is not fall out of the sky though. It is an uphill runway. Oh no. Oh, we hit down early there. Oh no. Missed the runway. We're not going around. There's no going around. We nearly fell downhill. Should have gone around. Should have gone around. We don't do go-arounds. Okay, so we landed on the grass, but this aircraft is This aircraft is an almost general aviation aircraft right there. It's actually a very versatile aircraft. Obviously, real life, that would have been a hell of an investigation. Things would have gone wrong. We did a bounce on the runway and then hit the grass. The size of the wheels on this thing, it can do grassy landings and takeoffs, all the rest of it. You have different variants of this aircraft as well if you do purchase it, or you manage to purchase it. As I say, it's not on sale again at the moment, but the skis for the snow, you've got the Tundra with even bigger wheels, all the cargo options as well. That definitely should have been a go around. The wind was horrendous. It is a tricky landing here, even on a non-windy day. Thing is, this thing can fly at 80 knots, so have a look. The ideal landing speed should be there depending on weight. As I say, it can fly at 80 knots, so it's a very light aircraft. It doesn't take much to get it in the air. It takes a lot to get it on the ground though, as you can see. Okay, so we're going to go back, get the door open, keep the engines running, and we're going to do the return. And we're going to land on runway 25, so let's clear, let's try and clear this right run. Make it work. See you are you. So in that case, we'll just go off headings. its door closed to get going before the wind gets any worse. It's 32 knots currently at Land's End. Let me just have a little look on that runway. We're going to be taking off uphill, which is interesting. Flaps, auto feather, let's go. St Mary's traffic, Salonia 24 Tango taxiing to runway 27, Salonia traffic. St Mary's traffic. Again, St Mary's made by Super Spud, handcrafted by him, not by Asobo. Beautiful little airport, we've got a lot of wind there, giving us hell. Up. I'm having to go full power just to get up this hill here. Nightwolf, no, it's not. It's actually quite an old aircraft. One of the first ones that came to Microsoft flights in 2020, but they've removed it from sale, and the rumour is that they're going to sell it as part of 2024, or give it as part of 2024, I'm not sure. So if you bought it back then, you've got it. If not, you've got to wait till 2024. It's a nice little plane. It's very finicky, takes a bit of playing around. Hard to get used to if you're not using it constantly. Okay. There's not much to it. It's a very simple model and flight model, things like that. The system's very basic. A lot of the stuff is inoperable or doesn't actually affect the aircraft. Did receive a lot of slate when it first came out, but it is good. I like it. I like the way it looks as well. Like I say, you've got different versions of it: ski version, cargo versions, different passenger versions, skydiving versions as well. Okay, here we go. But you watch as we get up, it sort of twists, and I have to really fight it, and it would flip if I wasn't fighting it. See the angle of the stick, just to make sure it doesn't flip on its side. Rough today. The wind is worse than it was when we took off. So wind gusts are now reaching 32 knots. We took off in 27. He's going to take us straight to Dipto at 5,000. It'll be 2,000 when we reach Dipto. We're going to climb to 5,000 now as we head out away from the Isles of Scilly and back towards the mainland UK. As you can tell, I'm not used to these little planes. Fighting the wind might be a bad choice. Hey Cats, how's it going? 1013. To 5,000, get the nose up a bit more. it's going to be a good one. Have you heard much about it recently? I've not really been looking into it. I gave up after all the time it's been. Ooh. Let's take autopilot off, get the nose down. That last little bit I wasn't happy with. Get that climb happening, but we need to speed up as well. There we go. Speed's coming. So there is an A340 by LVFR. It's not very good. It's good fun, but it's about as detailed as this is. Okay, for some reason we're still climbing there. Not sure why. Let's level out. Get ourselves back on track. Here's the nose coming down. There we go. Okay, so this time if we do have issues we will go around. So Silonia is Isles of Scilly Skybus. They do fly regular flights to the Isles of Scilly, mainly out of Land's End, Exeter and I believe Newquay Airport. We're flying out of Land's End today, we're flying out and we're flying back. So we're about 45% through our journey back now. Will take us into Land's End. Yeah, landing on the Isles of Scilly was absolutely terrible, so I do apologise for that. Should have gone around and we didn't. The wind is 32 knots currently at Land's End here. So we'll see how this one goes. Could be an interesting landing. 32 knots from 190 and we're landing 250. So just a little look. This being Land's End. Let's see if we can get the VFR map up. There we go. So we're going to be flying in by Dipto and then coming in runway 25 towards Land's End there. So we'll come all the way around and down. 2000 by Dipto. So we'll start a descent about here, drop us down 3,000 feet. Decision height 651. Let's get that set. There. Turned auto feather off a while ago, but it's off now, that's all that matters. Just about see mainland. Oh, notice there, the fog's covering it, so just that's mainland UK there. Probably Wales out there though. Land's End should be around here somewhere. On there, actually. Is that a ship? Or a lighthouse? Maybe a ship. Okay, let's get ourselves down to 2000, start that descent. Okay, that's not worked. Feet per minute, take us 3 minutes to get down. Quick maths. Lights are on, we'll go to local altimeter, which is 1012. See if we can see the airport at all. I believe it should be around there, that might be it there. Oh, there it is. So, as I say, we'll be going round to the north, past the north of the airport, coming down in from the east. Keep an eye on it. Runway direction, landing there. It may have changed. Let's have a look. Yeah, 190, 20 knots now, gusting 30. It's going to be heavy landing. It's only a small plane in the afternoon on a Monday, mate. So probably not going to get that many passengers on board. Yeah, they've done a runner, mate. Back doors, you can open them midway through. It is a skydiving plane as well. Not this variant. There is one with the aircraft. Okay, so when we hit HC 25 Foxtrot, we're going to start our descent at 2,200 feet per minute. see if that gets us down. Runway altitude is 389. So if we set it to 700, and we'll see how we go with that. In fact, set to 900 just in case. So 2 more waypoints and then we'll start descent. Nice 3 point, it's a 4.5 degree slope, so it's a little bit more than 2,200. We'll keep it at 2.2, see how it goes. Starting to turn now, throttle back. Get to 120, flaps down. So we should be roughly facing the airport now. The wind is going to be hitting us hard. It's coming in this way, so it will hit the tail. No, in fact, it's coming in that way, so it will hit the tail and push the nose to the left. As you see, the flaps full. Five miles to go. Take up flaps a little bit now for the moment. Keep the speed up. That way. Wait till we've hit HC25F. Once it's hit that, drop the altitude. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's the runway. Flaps full. She's almost wanting to nosedive, which isn't ideal. Pilot off. Let's try and stay on this heading. Just maintain this altitude for now. There's the runway. narrow runway, not as narrow as St Mary's, but still pretty narrow. Let's see if we can get this one on the runway. But we're down. 30 knot winds. I'll take it. Okay, we'll take the grass taxiway back to the hangar and get this plane back. Hell of a flight. Okay, so we're here at St Mary's again after flying to Land's End. I'm back, as I say, apologise for that landing. To St Mary's. I'm back, we're at Land's End now. Apologise for that landing at St Mary's, it was, should have been a go around, definitely. I'm just not used to these little general aviation type aircraft. I always think I can get it down because it's a smaller aircraft, but that's certainly not the case. Okay, as I say, these airports, both of them made by Superspud, both available for free on flightsim.to. Make sure you do check out if you want general aviation. Superspud is the way to go. He does some bigger airports as well. These are certainly two of his very well done smaller airports. And this is the Aerosoft Twin Otter, as I say, not available on sale at the moment, but if it does come back on, or when Flight Sim 2024 comes out, I do reckon it's worth grabbing. I think I got it quite cheap for about £22, something like that. For me, it's worth the money. Just for a little fun aircraft to muck around in like this. Alright, not so much a serious one for the first stream back, but I do hope you enjoyed it. Do keep an eye out. We'll hopefully get